Hi guys, it's Miss Walters. Not feeling well, staying home today. I just want to let you know for today's lesson, I figured I'd screencast it so that we still get the lesson, even though I'm not there. So first thing, test October 22nd. Please make sure you look at the board underneath the TV, right over there. Multiple choice questions are Paleolithic, Neolithic era, map, continents, oceans, Mediterranean Sea, Middle East. Then we have the mind maps, Neolithic and Paleolithic effects, and what is a civilization? The elements of a civilization. What is civilization? Like we do with the mind map. Some of you decide to list it, so it might be in your notebooks listed 1 through 7. Other people create the mind map. And then comparative statements. I started grading comparative statements. I plan on finishing them today so that you have them there. If you cannot view your document, I can't grade your document. So please make sure that your document is viewable. If not, you have a 0. It's a missing assignment. If you did not write comparative statements, it's a 0. So please make sure that you see me at some point before October 22nd, before the test, so you can get credit for that. Okay, so today's lesson is going to be on enduring issues. Enduring issues are something that is continuing or long-lasting, and an issue is an important topic or problem for debate or discussion. And I started this with some of you guys yesterday, but just keep in mind, enduring issue is something that happens over years, a few years, over decades, over hundreds of years, even thousands of years. Our access to water, as we viewed or did yesterday or the day before, and the use of irrigation and getting clean water to grow crops so that we have a surplus of crops, is extremely important and still an issue today, modern day, and why some of our wars are being fought. So even not even just wars, but like Flint, Michigan, their water issues, and even some school districts on Long Island are having issues with their water fountains because the pipes are aged, and they don't have the money to replace them. So it's still an issue in access to fresh water even on Long Island. All right, so we have these two images here. The image of the left on the left is a brother and sister. Typically, a brother and sister. That's my dog wanting to go out. Typically, a brother and sister have a symbiotic relationship. They work with each other. They share with each other. But in some cases, they don't always share. So let's say Zach wants to borrow Sally's toy truck, and Sally said no. And then a few months later, Sally asks to borrow something of Zach's, and Zach says no. Now they're adults. Zach has to move to college, doesn't have a car, asks Sally for a car, and she says no. How does this example of a brother and sister lead to an enduring issue? You can answer that on the bottom left. Remember, enduring is long-lasting. So if they're not sharing since childhood, what's going to happen in their adult lives? On the right-hand side, you have images of many different wars. You have Punic Wars, you have nuclear bombing, you have D-Day, you have all different types of wars. And wars are an enduring issue. Why do people have these conflicts over time? Why is war an enduring issue? So you're going to take a look at this chart here. This first piece asks what makes the inability to share an enduring issue. So that's the brother and sister. How does not sharing with your siblings lead to an enduring issue? And what makes the use of war to gain power an enduring issue? Give examples of that. As you go down, you're going to have a word that is an example of an enduring issue in global history, and then you're going to do a word association with that. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you think of conflict? What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of ideas and beliefs, or scarcity, or environmental impact? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Once you're finished with that, you're then going to look at the actual definitions and enduring questions that associate with it, and then you're going to choose 5 enduring issues and describe an event that's related to you or to your own life. So for example, If you want to talk about inequality, the state of being unequal, where the inequality of one group has more power than the others, you could use LeBron James' current issue with Hong Kong as an example. And if you want to know more about that, when you're finished with this, you can look it up to see why the people of Hong Kong are so upset with LeBron's comments. So this is what you're going to be working on today. This is located underneath my printer cart, underneath my long black desk. So you, one person in the class can grab those and then hand those out. And then when you're done with them, make sure you put your name on top, first and last name, and hand them into the sub today. All right, guys. See you soon. Bye.